Do you ever feel like you're not enough? I have always had that feeling. I am just not enough. I'm not enough this or that or the other. And I kind of numbed out to that feeling. I was so internalized. I had it so much in me that I didn't even know it was still there. So I'm taking this Matthew McConaughey course called The Art of Living. Whoa, he gets a big old Texas accent on this one, I'm telling you. And one of the exercises is to go to the mirror, look in the mirror, and see if you can hold your gaze. Hold your gaze, not be looking at, oh, I got a boo-boo, not be looking at, oh, my lipstick is running, not to be looking at, just see if you can hold your gaze. I recommend it. It is really, 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 really challenging. And so I did it. I got up, I looked in the mirror, I couldn't do it. I tried it again, couldn't do it. I did it again. I held my gaze for what seemed like 17 years, but was probably 30 seconds. And what came up was, I am not enough. I am not enough. And there was kind of a long list of my not enoughness. Right after that, I am a brand new influencer. I'm just a few months old. You know, I'm not even at toddler stage. And my views had leveled out for a week. To be honest, my views leveled out because I was trying to record the week my brother died. And I thought, okay, I'm going to deal with this by working. My energy was really low. You all knew that. You could feel something and everybody went away. And I entered what is called in YouTube land, the valley of death. So we went from death to the valley of death, where I thought everybody in the entire metaverse is ghosting me because I am not enough. I am not as good as these 17 influencers that I now follow. I can't draw like Ali. I'm not as skinny as Emma. I don't have what it takes to be a great influencer. And this valley of death that I have heard happens to every new influencer only happened to me because I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I don't do this enough. I don't do that enough. I'm not appealing enough. I'm not young enough. I'm not whatever enough. I'm sharing this with you because I am guessing that you think you are not enough. The road to not enough comes from comparing yourself to other people. What I realized is that I'm only comparing myself to other people at their best, and I'm not looking at other people's challenges. So I'm going to give you a couple. First one is Martha Stewart. So Martha Stewart recently was on the cover of Sports Illustrated at 81 in a bathing suit and a big hat, looking so glam. So the first thing I did, of course, was check out her body. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I looked at it. I'm not thinking it's airbrushed. I'm not thinking of what they've had to do to make her look so beautiful. I'm thinking, I never ever looked like Martha Stewart. That's why she's Martha Stewart and I'm not. So the comparison led me right to Valley of Death. Now, like 2 days later, I thought, wait a minute. Martha Stewart went to prison. No judging. It's just Martha Stewart went to prison for insider trading, right? She made good use of her time. She lost 15 pounds. She worked on her yoga. I admire the way she handled her prison sentence, but really, you know, like I am comparing myself only to what she's got right and not to the fact that I never went to prison. I never did insider trading, you know, like I don't have that downside. So there you go. Will Smith, he is naturally likable. I am not likable like Will Smith. Plus, he has those great teeth. He has that smile. He's got that loose way. He holds his body. He is like so natural. He seems to be so cool in his relationship with his wife. They're fine with things that if I propose them to Jimmy, oh, mercy, not happening. So they're so modern. They're so cool. He's so cool. He's up for an Academy Award. I'm still comparing myself to Will Smith. And then he loses his oatmeal, right? There's a big splatter. It's like the time I was making pea soup in the blender and I put a ham hock in it, the soup, and accidentally there was a bone shard in there. So when I lifted up the top of the blender, The blades were still going, and I had like a vortex of pea soup all over the kitchen. We were cleaning that up a year later, and Will Smith is still cleaning up all his stuff. So I realized that I compare myself to other people's outsides. And then I take everybody, all my comparisons. Somebody's smarter, somebody's cooler, somebody's a better dancer, somebody understands physics, somebody even can do math. And I think, oh, they're really great. And I am not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. And because I am not enough, I don't even deserve to be on YouTube. I don't even have the right to be talking to you. Why should you listen to me? So then I have to grab myself and shake myself. If you have a cat, you know that sometimes you got to pick him up like a mama kitten and shake him by the back of the neck. Like, really? No, no. So I have to go through that not enoughness. And the way I can get through the not enoughness is to focus on what I can give. I may not be enough, but I have something I can give you. I may not be able to give you as much as Melinda French Gates can give you, but I can give you everything I've learned from my life. I can give you my love. I can give you my granniness if you don't have a granny. And in giving you what I can, that makes the voice that says not enough shut up. So we've been talking about what do we call that voice that says that? I'm not into fancy analytical terms. Those belong to shrinks. They need them for diagnosis. God bless them. I want like a down home thing. And I think, although I'm not sure yet, that the voice in my head, the image I have in my head of what talks to me is a stinky, sweaty toad, warty, big bulging eyes. I know toads don't sweat, they're reptiles. I don't care, it's my imagination with sweat coming off of them. And that toad tongue that comes out and it's spewing out horrible words to me. So sometimes I can just move away from it. Sometimes I can tie like a beautiful silk scarf around its mouth. Sometimes I can just give it a fly and say, yep, you're right. I'm not enough. I'm going to do it anyway. There you go. Dealing with not enoughness. And you, my grandchildren, have more of it than I do because you've got social media. When I was growing up, the not enoughness was just reinforced by people I encountered. You have social media, you have the pandemic, you've been inside, people are saying that you're not enough in one way or another. You're trying to be all that because your friends are. I have a grandchild who has a friend who went on Insta and immediately had 400,000 views. Nobody knows why. That can give you not enoughness. You're dealing with causes of not enoughness that are really hard. So my love to you, I look at you, I hear from you, and I'm saying to your internal toad, shut up. They are enough. I love you, would love your comments. Leave them below. Bye.